Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is First Person Tutor speaking, the voice of Bossman teaching, familiar face of We Still a Learn. And once again, good opening, good middle game, good end game. Translation, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Right? So, where are we? Oh, I apologize. So, let's dial it back. Let's dial it back. Again, second most painful experience of my life. Yeah, this was painful. It was precisely painful. It really was. Oh my god. What a disaster. No pun intended. Yeah, sorry about that. I got distracted. Okay. Alright, here we go. So I got spooked. This is such a beginner thing to do. Like, look at this. Very beginner thing. Alright. I don't know if it was because I was ambitious. You know, it's like, okay, I missed the opportunity to take the free night. Because I mean, it's not every day you get to punish your opponent like that. Whatever. So he goes and, he gets away scot free. Alright. Then he goes back. I like this. I'm creating all of this, you know, all of these dark squares that you can't go to right now. I like it. So, this is what I love about the queen looking at the pawn on h3. Um, there's nothing he can do with that. The best he could do is swing his knight somewhere where it can gain some protection to attack it two times. But that's not looking likely either. Mind you, if you wanted to make a knight sacrifice and then put tempo on the queen, that's always a possibility too. Right? But look at me. I anticipated such madness. I did. Oh, but see? You see why the knight, I tell you, when people tell you that bishops are better than knights, they are incorrect. Because this is something that a bishop cannot do. A bishop, look at this. Look at this. Remember, I had thought that the knight would find a way to put my queen in tempo. And you know what he did? Instead of going to this square, he went, where was it? Yeah, because by me going here, he was able to fit himself right there. Talk about imagination. He used my directionality against me. I like this because I was mindful of the direction of each of the knights. Your only forward movement is this here and this here. These are your forward movements. And your forward movements would be these here. As long as I stay off of those squares, yeah. Or as long as the next time you make a move, you won't be able to do a perpetual tempo. Not perpetual check, but perpetual tempo. Now let's go. Oh, he jumped back. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Oh, yeah. No way on earth you gonna terrorize me with two knights. Nah. I like this very much. Because I could have been impatient, I could have been impatient, but no. I knew what I wanted here. But you can't reach me. What's stopping me from capturing that pawn? Oh, but look at this. You know how much material you would have to sacrifice to get rid of my pawn on f6? Oh man, you'd have to get rid of the pawn. You'd have to get rid of g5 pawn, the h6 bishop. You'd have to get rid of both of them. And then the queen is there too. How many times would you have to attack? Oh man. It's a nightmare. Anyhow, what is my next move? What is my next move? Even if you drop not the bishop. If you drop the knight there, my move does not really change a lot. Not really. Not really. I don't think so. In all fairness, I could even no, don't sacrifice your rook, because the rook is an integral part of that attack. That attack doesn't work if you don't have the rook behind it. So we'd have to find a different way to go about doing that attack. But anyhow, this is what happened. Oh, you made a sacrifice. Very nice. Very, very nice. That's not the move. If anything, put tempo on the queen. Force me to move out the way. But that is what you did. Beggars can't be choosers. That's how I look on it. And just like that, indeed, indeed. Alright, so maybe the first half. Look at that. Man. Yeah. This was a rapid game. It was a rapid game. This was a rapid game. So give me a second while I look for another one. Let's see if we can find something else to keep the imagination going. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is First Person Tutor speaking. Good opening, good middle game, and good end game. Once again, this is points for ELO. Why not? Plenty of intentional notes to sell for ELO. So before we close out, we are going to be looking at this game and how it got to this. Oh, I might need to flip the board. Might need to flip the board. Because I was the one playing black after all. But it's good to have both perspectives. So maybe a little bit after this 9-minute mark, we're going to flip the board and see how it looked from black's perspective. Right? So we're going to do that in 3, 2, 1. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is First Person Tutor speaking. And this is Points for ELO, where we also say good opening, good middle game, and good end game. Again, the same First Person Tutor speaking, the voice of Bossman teaching, familiar face of We Still A Learn. Now, let's go back to the very beginning. Let's do that. Do apologize for having to scroll down. Hold on, let me get up. Let me get the best view of this entire thing. Right. Very good. Now, let's have some chess. Ha! Yes, I went for the England gambit. By the way, this is a blitz game. 3 minute plus 2. Alright, interesting so far. Ah, I put tempo on the queen, got a free pawn, and I just brought it back. Why lose it for nothing at all? Now, mind you, I could have been a little bit more liberal. Put the king in check by taking the pawn on h2. But you have to have a plan, you know. You'd have to have a plan. More than likely, the knight would have to go first. Then you do the check. Then, yeah. Yeah, that's probably what would have to happen. But, risky. Risky. Yeah, I was being very cautious here. No, I went for it. Because I saw that there was less protection. Yes. And he was going after my knight right there. So he forks the queen and rook. No problem. Absolutely no problem. I'm okay with that. So I put you in check. I do that. Oh no. No, mate is better than material. All these suggestions about the rooks and the knights and the this and the that. But these are suggestions for white to try and stop me. Right? But we'll see. Oh no. See, that does not help your situation. This is discovery. And if the bishop didn't help you, the knight would have done it. So you're double protected. And that's the end of that game. Yeah. Yeah. You have to be patient with yourself. Because sometimes when you're playing against these people in whether it is rapid, blitz. Well, I don't know. I'm ironically having more success in blitz and bullet. I would like to say. Even though it's going to get tougher the higher up you go in ELO, it's going to get tougher. But I feel like because because of faster play, and it's one of those things, right? When you're doing better in blitz and bullet, you tend to do worse in rapid and vice versa. Right? When you do well in rapid and classical, your bullet and blitz is gonna suffer. But when you're doing well in bullet and blitz, your classical and rapid is gonna suffer. It's it's just the way of the world. Alright, so what else? Oh, wow. Okay. Uh I'm trying to figure out. All right, let's see what else we can do. Let's see. Well, I was going to look for something, but you know what? It's quite fine, right? I I believe that we're going to have some meaningful conversations going forward, right? A lot of chess classes. I would like to start that officially next week, Monday. So let's add 3 plus 7, right? Let me see if yeah, 3 plus 7. That's gonna be August 10. So yeah, August 10 going forward. Well, no, it's more like August 11 really because the day. So the routine will be like this. I meet with you on Monday, and if you're interested, you join the classes. And you meet with me again on Friday. If you're interested, you join the classes. So anyhow, Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This has been First Person Tutor speaking.